Learning English with English Faculties.
All right, Bala. So welcome back to the session. And in the last session, we had done tenses. In tenses, we had completed present continuous tense, right? So we had
Yes,
defined
sir.
present continuous tense as an action that is happening with me and around me. And we had done how we create tenses for present continuous. How do we create sentences? And we had some assignments. I have not received your assignment, so I'll keep this in tag. You need to show it to me in the next session.
Okay, sir.
Okay? All right.
Okay, sir.
Now, we come to the next tense of English in the present, and that is present perfect tense, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
present perfect tense is something that is difficult for especially Indian speakers. Okay. And that is because present perfect tense uses concept. It has a rule that does not exist in most of the Indian languages. Most of the Indian languages, we do not have this rule. So it is a little different from other tenses, and it is a little different at times to understand. One thing that you have to understand is that in present perfect tense is always a connection of past with the present. Right? So this is past with the present. And we use present perfect tense to talk about experience. Talk about experience. We use it to talk about change. And we use it to talk about continuing situation. Continuing situation, right? We usually use present perfect tense to talk about experience from the past. So, to talk about experience from past that you remember. To talk about experience from the past that you remember, or something that you did, right? So that is where present perfect tense is used. Present perfect tense has a connection. Now I told it is past with the present. So the connection is that the event was in the past. The event was in the past. And the connection to the present is that it's in my head now, right? That means you have the memory of it. You had experienced it, and that is where we use a present perfect tense. We also use it for a change. If we are talking about a change of situation, even then we use a present perfect tense. It is also used for continuation. That means something that started in the past and it is continuing, and you don't know till where it is going to continue. Even in that situation, we use present perfect tense. Now, when we say about continuing of situation, present perfect tense, we have few more factors. We use present perfect tense with, for, and since, right? We also use
Right.
for and since in this. So I'll explain you how it works. But before we go into that, we need to see how the present perfect tense formula is done. Okay?
Okay.
We will follow the same table. So we'll take a line for subject, right? We take a line for auxiliary verb. We take a line for main verb here, okay? And then object. So this is a little different. So you have got subject, auxiliary verb, then you have main verb, and then object,
Object.
okay? Now, in subject, you have got group 1, and again, as usual, group 2. In group 1, you have I,
I,
you,
we,
they, and we. In group 2, we have got he, she, and it,
eat.
right? He, she, and it. That is what we use for present perfect, and this is the grouping for it. Now, in present perfect, the auxiliary verb at all times is have for group 1, right? And for group 2, the auxiliary verb will always be has. So we have and has. And the main verb in this will always be V3 or the past participle form. Past participle form. And then the object. Now let's make a sentence. They, let's make it for they have. What is the V3 form of C? What is the V3 form of C? SEE. What is the V3 form? It is seen. They have
Seen.
seen. Let's take Bahubali. Right. Now, Bahubali, you are talking about a movie here, right? Now, you have seen this movie maybe 2, 3 years back, but you remember it still, right? So it is an experience that happened in the past, but you still remember that incident. You still remember that movie. So we use present perfect tense to talk about experiences. We talk about the things that we have done in the past and we still remember it. So present perfect tense is used for, we said that present perfect tense is used for experience, change, and continuing situation. So, seeing Bahubali was an experience. You saw Bahubali maybe 2, 3 years back, but you still remember it, right? You still remember the story. You know what Bahubali movie is about, right? So for that, when we are talking about an experience, we will use a present perfect tense, and a present perfect tense auxiliary verb will always be have, and the main verb will be seen. That is the V3 form of the verb. So I have seen Bahubali, you have seen Bahubali, they have seen Bahubali, we have seen Bahubali. It will always be the same. In G2 format, instead of have, this will be has, but the main verb will again be seen. That is V3 here. He has seen Bahubali, right? She has seen Bahubali. It has seen Bahubali, right? So if I have to make a formula for this for a present perfect tense for positive sentence, so present perfect tense, and that is positive sentence. That will be
Yes.
G1 plus have plus V3 plus object. If it is for group 2, it will be G2 plus has plus V3 plus object. Right? So if I have to make a
Yes, sir.
sentence with G1, let's say I make a sentence with I. I have seen London. If I have to make it with you, you have seen my brother. That means he has seen it sometime in the past, but you still remember it. If I have to make it for group 2, it will be she has seen Delhi. Or he has seen food. So when we talk about experience that we have done in the past, but we still remember it, we use a present perfect tense. Now, if I have to make a negative sentence, let's take this positive sentence and we will see how to make a negative. I have seen London. I have to make this a negative sentence. What I will do, I will just add a not here. I have not and then seen London. If I have to make this into a negative one, we'll take this sentence. He has, then again we'll put the negative not seen Delhi. If I have to make the formula for this, it will be G1 plus have plus, and I'll put a
V3.
negative not
Or
plus V3
V3.
plus object. And
Yes,
for
sir.
G2 plus has plus, again, not here, not plus V3 plus object. All right. Now let's see how do we make this into a question sentence. So we'll write the sentences here. So positive will be G1 plus have plus V3 plus object. And for G2 plus has plus V3 plus object will be G1 plus have plus not plus V3 plus object. I have not seen Delhi. For G2, it will be has plus not plus V3 plus object. Now, if I have to make this into a question sentence, we have two kinds of question sentence, right? One is a question sentence and one is a negative question sentence. Right, we have two kinds of question sentences. Now let's take this one here. Okay, and for that, I will just try and copy this. Let's make a copy of this. I'll put it here. Okay. So this is the negative sentence. I have not seen Bahubali, or whatever it is. So if you have to make a question, what do? We take have and we put it in place of subject. We take the subject and put it in place of the auxiliary verb. So how will it be? Have plus G1 plus. If we have to make a negative sentence, we will use not. Since we will make a question sentence. So have I seen or have you seen object? So how will be the question? Have, let's take you and seen Bahubali. So this is a question sentence. So this is a positive or a question, straight question sentence or a positive question sentence. Now, if I have to make this into a negative question sentence, that will be have you, and then we put a not in here, not, and then again seen Bahubali. That is how a negative question is made. So if I write all the formulas together so that you can do the reference, it will be for positive. The sentence will be G1 plus have plus V3 plus object, and for G2 plus has plus V3 plus object, right? And for negative sentences, we'll take G1 plus have plus not plus V3 plus object, or G2 plus has plus not plus V3 plus object, right? If I have to take a question sentence, so that is a positive question we'll take first. Positive question. In that case, it will come first. Have plus G1 plus V3 plus object, or has plus G2 plus V3 plus object. Now, if I have to make this into a negative question, we will see as have plus G1, have I not plus seen plus Bahubali, or has he not seen Bahubali. Right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, before we proceed any further on this, it is very important that you understand all the tenses that we have done so far. Okay? All the tenses that we have done so far, you have to understand and you have to make the sentences. If you don't do this, you will not be able to use this in your conversations. I'm going to show you an exercise that will help you create complex sentences. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the present tense that we are doing. And we started with a present simple tense. wherein the subject I, O, I, you, we, they, the same thing that we did, and the auxiliary verb, and coffee. I love coffee. I do not love coffee. He loves coffee. She loves coffee. We have done this sentence. Now let's see the combination. This is all past. Okay. Now this is the first one. Present simple plus present continuous. All right. Present simple plus present continuous. Now, how do we do this? Let's come back to our worksheet. And so we are saying present simple plus present continuous, right? So what is the formula for present simple? G1 plus V1 plus object. I love coffee. And present continuous is G1. In G1, you have got
before.
in G1, you have got I, you, they, and we, right? So we will take, since you, they, we go in the different group as parallel, as plural, we will go with G1 in continuous. So with I am plus V5 plus object, right? This is how the sentence goes. So let's make this into a proper sentence. G1 is, let's say, I. V1 is love. Object is coffee, right? And then we have to add with a present continuous. In that present continuous, we'll make a comma and I'll say I, because we're using I here. And with that, you will have am. So I am. Then V5, I am drinking. Then object, coffee, right? You can add this sentence like I love coffee and I am drinking coffee. I love coffee and I'm drinking coffee. This is how you mix the tenses. And you should know how to mix sentences. It will help you to remember the tenses. You need to know how to remember the tenses. And this is important for that you learn this, that you practice this. So the next one we have here is present simple plus present perfect, right? Present simple plus present perfect. Let's do that now. So we are saying present simple plus present perfect. Okay. And present simple, the formula is G1 plus V1 plus object. And plus present perfect, the formula is G1 plus have plus V3 plus object, right? So let's take in this let's take the same sentence. So V1 is love And object, let's take coffee. Now we have to add this with G1. So I have, and V3, let's take scene plus object, coffee, plant. So when we combine the sentence, it will be, I love coffee and I have seen coffee plant. Right?
Okay, sir.
Now, like this, you will have to do the combination, all the combinations in here. You will have to. I want you to take a screenshot of this.
Okay, sir.
The first one, the first 10, I want you to take a screenshot of this and I want you to practice it yourself. Okay? Have you
Okay,
taken a
sir.
screenshot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to create all these sentences and you will create it in the same manner. You will write the form, what the combination is, present simple plus present continuous. Then you will write the formula here and then you will write the sentence below the same way.
Okay, sir.
All the 10 sentences should be complete. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, before your next session starts, Bala, I want you to send me the assignment. All the things that is
Definitely.
done, I want you to send it to me because unless and until you start doing this, I cannot proceed further. I can proceed further, but then you will not remember it. You will not be able to use it. And the more you do not use it, the more difficult it will get as we proceed further. Okay? So I want
Okay, sir.
you to start practicing it, start writing it, start using it in sentences. All right?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Now, the thing is that we cannot proceed further than this. This is so what I want you to do for the next one is those 10 tense combination. 10 tense combination before the next session. Okay? I have shown you
Okay, sir.
that assignment. I want you to use it. I want you to take a screenshot. I believe that you have taken a screenshot. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Have
Yes, sir.
you?
I will do. I have,
I
sir.
want I want you to do this, Bala. And on a serious note, I want this to be done. Please do not take it light and please do not do it like today. I want it to be done. Before the next session starts, I want your assignments, your written tenses combinations to be in my inbox.
Definitely, sir. I will do.
Good. So this is what we are going to do today. We are not going to go further than this. We have done present simple tense. So by today, we have completed what we have completed. We have completed present simple, present
Continuous.
continuous, present perfect. Now the next tense that we have is present perfect continuous. This is the next one we will do. But we will go to this one only after you have practiced these three in writing, in making sentences. Okay?
Okay, okay.
All right. So I'll see you in the next session then.